Imagine hackers are inside your company right now, but they were invited, and another team is hunting them down. Welcome to the battlefield of cybersecurity. In the world of cybersecurity, not all hacking is illegal, and not all defenders work quietly behind the scenes. Enter the red team versus blue team model. It's one of the most important frameworks used by companies, governments, and even military-grade organizations to protect critical systems. Think of it as a real-world ethical cyber battle. Let's break it down in the simplest way possible. What is a red team? A red team is like a group of professional hackers, but they're not criminals. They're hired to simulate real-world cyber attacks. Their mission is simple: find vulnerabilities before the real bad guys do. They act like the enemy. They use the same tactics actual hackers use: phishing emails, social engineering, exploiting software vulnerabilities. Physical intrusion. Yes, some even try to sneak into buildings. Bypassing firewalls and detection systems, red teamers are highly skilled and creative. They think like criminals, but with permission. The ultimate goal? To test how well an organization can detect, respond to, and survive a real cyber attack. What is a blue team? Now, on the other side, we have the blue team, the defenders. Their job is to monitor the system, detect unusual activity, stop intrusions, in real time patch vulnerabilities, strengthen the network based on what the red team reveals. While the red team attacks, the blue team investigates alerts, analyzes logs, responds to threats, and fortifies the system. The blue team must defend without knowing exactly when or how the red team will strike. This creates a realistic environment, just like an actual cyber attack. Red versus blue. Why this simulation matters. Here's why organizations do this. Most companies don't realize their security is weak until it's too late. A red versus blue simulation shows where the real holes are, how long it takes to detect threats, how effective their response plans are. It's like a fire drill for cyber attacks, but instead of a beeping alarm, it's a real digital threat. This is called a cybersecurity exercise. After the exercise, both teams review what happened, what worked, what failed, how did the attackers get in, how fast was the response. This review is where the real learning happens. What about the purple team? Yes, there's also a purple team. The purple team is a mix of both red and blue. They don't attack or defend directly. Instead, they bridge the gap between the two. Their job is to ensure that red team shares everything they discovered. Blue team learns how to improve from that information. Communication is smooth between attackers and defenders. Purple teams help maximize the value of the exercise. Skills and tools each team uses. Red team tools: Metasploit, Kali Linux, Cobalt Strike, Burp Suite, social engineering kits, Wireshark to monitor network behavior. They focus on penetration testing, scripting, and even physical security bypass. Blue team tools: SIEM tools like Splunk or ELK Stack, IDS, IPS systems like Snort Endpoint Detection, EDR, platforms, log analyzers, firewalls, and honeypots. They rely on monitoring, incident response, and system hardening. A real-world example. Imagine a bank wants to test its cybersecurity. The red team's job? Pretend they're cyber criminals trying to steal millions. They send fake phishing emails to employees, look for outdated software, and even try to guess weak admin passwords. The blue team? They sit in the Security Operations Center, SOC, watching for threats in real time, without knowing the attack is part of a test. If the red team succeeds in gaining access, maybe they break into a database or steal fake customer records, the test is complete. Then comes the review session where the blue team learns exactly how the breach happened and how to stop it from ever happening again. What makes a good red versus blue test? It should be realistic, use actual methods hackers use, unpredictable, no script or plan for the defenders, measurable, track detection time, response speed, and system impact, repeatable, run it regularly with different methods. The idea is not to embarrass anyone, It's to make your systems tougher, smarter, and more alert. Where is this used? Red and blue teams are used by tech companies, Google, Microsoft, Apple, banks and financial institutions, hospitals, government agencies, like the NSA or military cyber units, large corporations that manage private data. If the information is sensitive, there's likely a red and blue team exercise happening behind the scenes. Can you become a red or blue team member? Yes. To be a red teamer, you need hacking skills, penetration testing knowledge, creativity and persistence, certifications like OSCP, CEH, or GPEN. To be a blue teamer, you need knowledge of networks and logs, strong defense and detection skills, tools like Splunk, Wireshark, or Sysmin certifications like Security Plus, CySA Plus, or GCIA. If you like puzzles, challenges, or protecting others, you'd probably love being on one of these teams. The future of cybersecurity. As cyber threats evolve, red and blue teams are becoming even more important. Some companies now do continuous testing, where red teamers constantly probe the system and blue teamers constantly adapt. AI is also entering the picture, helping both sides with automation, detection, and decision-making. But at the end of the day, it's still a human battle. One side thinks like the enemy. The other defends like a fortress. And both are needed to keep our digital world safe. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe to Hack Only Evil for more no-fluff tech explanations, cybersecurity insights, and how the digital world really works. Stay sharp.